What's up, PwndaTV? How's it going? So Blizzard gave me a lot to talk about last night, and I gotta say, it's pretty bad. I want to start off by saying that I've been having a ton of fun with Legion up until this point. Are things perfect right now? No. Are things balanced right now? No, definitely not, but I feel like it has potential. Until I saw the hotfixes and the 7.1 PTR patch notes last night. Suddenly, I feel like this expansion could go bad. I feel like Blizzard could mess this up. I feel like that they are aggravating a lot of their player base with changes that are completely surprising and unexpected. We're just all asking why. I know that before all this happened, casters have been kind of in a weak spot at the moment compared to Melee, and they've been complaining. And then all this stuff that just happened gives more people a reason to complain. So here are the hotfixes from last night. So first of all, they gave everybody a blanket 10% nerf. There's a 10% reduction to all primary stats on PvP templates. Blanket 10% nerf. If you play a tank in PvP, you can kind of forget about it now. You are 25% more squishy. You take 25% more damage as a tank in PvP. That is huge. That's crazy. And they buffed healers sort of across the board, it seems. Demon Hunters got a 10% reduction to agility, which kind of sucks, but I feel like they're going to be okay anyway because they're doing a ton of damage regardless. Rogues, this one really surprised me. This came out of nowhere, I felt like. Rogues were in a strong spot, and they were pretty good. But they got nerfed hard last night. They got hit really hard. Subtlety got a 10% reduction to stamina and a 15% reduction to agility. Assassination got a 30% reduction to agility. That is insane. That is a monster nerf. And Outlaw got a 10% reduction to agility. I was thinking, if anything, about rogues, tone down Outlaw damage a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And they did that here, but I was surprised to see Outlaw got the smallest nerf out of everything. Alright, so let's look at the monk changes. This is the 7.1 PTR patch notes, and these are killer nerfs. These are quit Legion level nerfs. It's that bad. So remember right before Legion launched, I said that monks kind of stink. They kind of feel underwhelming until you reach honor level 28 and get the heavy-handed strikes talent so you get the stun on Fist of Fury. I said that sort of makes the class. It kind of ties it all together at the end and makes monks really fun. Well, Blizzard's getting rid of the stun on that talent. They are replacing it with a 70% slow for 2 seconds. That is a really bad nerf, and I totally don't understand it. Fist of Fury has had a stun since the class was created, and I don't understand why now suddenly it's an issue and they need to get rid of it. It makes no sense to me. If that wasn't bad enough for you, here's another killer nerf. Yu'lon's Gift, the talent, the honor talent that gives Roll and Flying Serpent Kick the ability to dispel snares, is getting nerfed, and it's making it so only Flying Serpent Kick will dispel snares. That is a direct nerf to our mobility, and it's also an indirect nerf to our self-healing and survivability, because pretty much all the monks' self-healing and survivability comes from the ability to kite, and if we're going to be slowed like that, it's going to be bad. I think that's going to force everybody to spec into Double Dragon, and combine that with the Roll and Flying Serpent Kick glitch that's still not fixed. Who knows when it's going to get fixed? It's just awful. As far as Fist of Fury goes, here are my thoughts that I've had on it since Legion Beta. If this were my game, I would take away the mobility from Fist of Fury. I think it's unnecessary to be able to run and cast Fist of Fury at the same time. I think Fist of Fury should be a stationary, one-time stun. Remember in MoP how it would stun you over and over again? That was OP. Make it a one-time stun. And just make it so we can cast it anywhere, just like in MoP. Remember in MoP, we could stand behind the arena gates before they open, and we can just Fist of Fury air if we wanted to. Make it like that, because in WoD, when we had to be in melee range to Fist of Fury, that was a real pain, because latency caused a lot of issues with that. We just have one spec, Blizzard, one DPS spec to play, and that's it. Please don't do this to monks. I think monks are in a really solid spot right now on live, and I would hate to see these changes. We have Brewmaster, and Brewmaster is arguably one of the worst tank specs in the game right now, if not the worst, and maybe we have to play Mistweaver in 7.1. I don't know. These changes just look awful. I really don't understand the logic behind these nerfs either. I hate to say it, but it really does look like somebody at Blizzard got pwned by a monk, and they came into work the next day and just gutted the class out of pure rage. It's funny. To everyone out there that's been saying Windwalker monks are OP, I disagree. Are they strong right now? Yes. Are they in a solid spot? Yes. They're good. With Legion, everyone's been talking about class uniqueness. And here's my philosophy on Windwalker monks. And I've had this philosophy since MOP. Here are the two things that make monks unique, in my opinion. The first one is high mobility. I think monks should have some of the best mobility in the game. And number two, if you were to ask me, why should I play a Windwalker monk? I would tell you, play a Windwalker monk if you want to be really good in 1v1 situations. We all know the game isn't balanced around 1v1, and that's fine. But if you do want to wreck people 1v1, Windwalker monks are really good at that. And to me, that makes the class worth playing. That makes the class unique. Windwalker monks are really good in 1v1 situations. They're fun to play in BGs, and I think they're really strong in 2s. But once you throw them into 3s, I feel like they just start blending in with all the other classes. Just for fun, let's take a look at the North American 3v3 ladder. The game is supposed to be more balanced around 3v3, right? So let's see where monks stand here. Now, I know what I'm about to show you doesn't mean much. We're only a couple days into the season. The ladders aren't fully fleshed out yet, yada yada. Let's just take a look for fun. So right off the bat, there are no Windwalkers in the top 10. I see Arms Warrior, we see Havoc Demon Hunter, BM Hunter, Rep Pally, Feral Druid, Fire Mage, Unholy DK, there's a Sub Rogue in there, Shadow Priest, keep going down the list. There are no Windwalker monks in the top 50 on the first page. There are none. Let's go to the second page. What else we got? Nope, no monks. There's an Affliction Lock. What else we got? Arcane Mage, Enhanced Shami. Alright, you have to go down to 93 to see your first Windwalker monk. So in NA, Windwalker monks are barely in the top 100. I'm curious to see where monks are going to stand on the ladder once 7.1 hits. Alright, well that's just my 2 cents. Maybe I'm just retarded and I have no idea what I'm talking about. But regardless, I am pretty bummed out. How do you guys feel about your classes? I know a lot of people are pretty frustrated on the forums right now. Not just monks. So let me know how you guys are feeling about the PvP changes and the direction Legion is going in the comments below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.